Hello, this is JoeHart. I'm JoeHart. I live in Vermont. I'm a person with disabilities, primarily invisible disabilities. I don't normally talk about my disabilities or quirks and idiosyncrasies, not because I'm private, but I usually like to when they apply. And I think for crime sleuthing, which I'm relatively new to, I think for crime sleuthing, it might be a good idea to, give a little more color. But anyway, I'm OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, probably more obsessive than compulsive, but I can do a lot of research. I can drill down. I'm sure all of us think we're really good researchers and stuff, and I'm sure we all are. But I, I think it helps. Again, I call them my quirks and idiosyncrasies. That's what I call my disabilities. And there's others, like I'm ADD, so I have the impulsivity, like look squirrel kind of stuff. And so I can get off topic very, very well, very quickly. And then there's, generalized anxiety disorder. So two of the three are based in anxiety. So I'm a very anxious person. I'm pretty new to the YouTube live world. I don't know exactly how I got in. I mean, I generally do, but I don't ever like to guess. I like to know precisely when something happened and how it was. So anyway, before I forget, I wanted to say hello to everybody that's watching live. I really appreciate it. I especially love comments if you ever want to make comments. And then for the people that watch recorded, I thank you so much. So much for watching it recorded. I really appreciate that. So anyway, normally I have I did 3 streams today, but I felt like it was an off day. I kind of worked for organizing Streamyard. I've never heard of it. I've never been on it until 4 weeks ago. I somehow I have all notifications generally set up, but sometimes I mute my phone. And so somehow I got a notification of Ikadmel. I'm sure most of y'all know him. And I ought to talk to him because I don't want to mention him without getting approval. And that's kind of true with everybody. Like when people come into the stream and I go, "Oh, Gally, I love your streams and you've inspired me." I kind of want to get the approval to talk about him. But anyway, I do believe it was the second press conference which was on the 20th. I do believe. I think it was the 16th, 20th, 23rd. So the 20th for me sounds, really late in the game, but that might have been what happened. But for some reason it hooked me in, and I'm an addict. I'm an alcoholic. So, I mean, I was into it immediately. I became immediately, and then, started, I don't remember anything. So I have to print up things. Someday I'm going to figure out how to share things. Maybe people will come on my stream and teach me. But anyway, that's brand new paperwork. I've only done that in the last couple of weeks. And, I probably do, 10 or 20, 10 or so pages a day. I'm always, trying to find out, different things, the schedule of the school and, just, I never have been really good about, I can't remember. So I print up and then I can read stuff. And I know people think that's weird, but this is my introduction and that's my goodbye. And this is during the stream. And that's just the way I have to do it. So I hope it doesn't offend anyone. No, I'm not really concerned about that. But yeah, I hope it doesn't upset anyone. But anyway, with my disabilities, I talk a lot. I sometimes get onto tangents. I always preface just about everything. Anytime I open my mouth, I usually start with prefaces, but within a minute or two, or if I preface that long, but almost immediately I can forget what the topic is. Again, I have discovered in YouTube Live in the last 4 weeks, I tend to apologize a lot. I don't like saying I'm sorry. That's shallow. I think apologize is much different. It's just the way I look at those words. But I've gotten a lot of feedback of, oh, no problem. Don't worry about it, Joe. It's your stream. You don't need to apologize. And I'm like, I'm hardwired. That's what I do. But I was like, okay, I'm going to try not to do that. And not, I mean, if I feel the need to apologize, I'm gonna. But anyway, let me look at my intro stuff. JoeHart Quirks and News. I forgot that I really want to always mention thoughts and prayers. And I know that can be political, and I do. This isn't a political stream. I can talk about politics for hours, but this is not a political stream. But I hope to be consistent on my streams. The time, the format, the distance of it. I mean, the time of day that I start, and then the time that it lasts. The first couple I've done has been 2-3 hours, and today's starting a little slow, which I didn't give people notice, and and it's really late at night, at least where I'm at. But a lot of on Twitter, when I go live, I have 61% of my followers are in the United States. 39% is in the rest of the world, and again, I hate quoting it because my fish might get a little bigger if I'm, guessing, but I think I'm in 120 countries or something like that. I'm worldwide, mostly because that motorsports, and that could be a different topic. But anyway, that was, that long preface that gets me off topic. But I would like to always start with, and I didn't this time, but it's on my list, and I think I'll get better. But I just wanted to start with the thoughts and prayers for, the victims, families, loved ones, friends, University of Idaho, the campus, the community, Moscow, Idaho. I don't know how to say the county, but Lata, I think, county, and the state of Idaho, and just that region. I think it's nice to remember that they are for humans, they are for victims, and this is sad, it's extreme, it's horrendous, it's evil. I don't usually use the word evil, but I might revisit that word because of this situation. Anyway, it's affected me a lot. So I think, you know what? What I keep forgetting to do, I'm so new to StreamYard, but I was able to do one test, I think. And I never really did figure out if that was a test that went live or if it was a test just in my own studio. And I did 2 minutes and 21 seconds. And I know y'all can't believe I did something that short, and I can't either. But preface, got lost. Hopefully I'll minimize my prefacing, but I always want to explain everything. I always want to say the reason I'm neurotic is this, so, and people, people will get to know me over time, and it's, I know that StreamYard is, or, I know that YouTube, or my limited experience, is that it's a slow and steady. It's a slow and steady, especially, I don't have subscribers, and it's just slow and steady. Alleged, hey, you JoeHart, how you doing, Alleged? Thanks for being here, man. Thank you so much. So, yeah, I know it's a slow and steady, so I know I have to find some sort of balance. But I'm hoping that my YouTubes, my StreamYards will really tighten up. I hope they get to. I know it's impossible to do 30 minutes. I'm sure there's some streamers that are at 30 minutes and they can do it. And, but I would imagine there's minimal interaction with their viewers because it's just slow and steady. You got to let people show up late, and you got to let it grow. And I don't know what, I think I have 19 or 69 subscribers, something like that, but pretty minimal. But when 4 weeks ago, I had 9. So, it's late here, but I saw you live and wanted to pop in. Well, cool. Allegedly, I appreciate you doing that. It's 12:15 where I'm at, and I'm aware that it's 12:15 where you're at. So that narrows it down to a third of the country or more. But anyway, I've tightened up. I have my intro. I have and I guess that's backwards, so you can't read it. Anyway, I have my intro, which is always evolving, and then during the stream, and then my goodbyes. And so I'm trying to just, anyway, I have streamed for many years on many platforms, and I don't usually get a format and stuff. So I'm trying to get to that. I want to focus just on Idaho 4, the description, which I don't know if it worked, but I tried to put all the information, or currently the information that I was thinking on the description. I intended to put the 3 press conferences, which shortly, within a week or less, I hope to show. I got in touch with them and asked if I could use their stuff, and they're like, yes, it's public information. Of course you can use it. But I wanted to ask. I didn't want to get in trouble right off. But anyway, I want to watch all 3 press conferences in totality, not really to rag on them. I was upset during the second press conference when they inappropriately thanked people for 15, 20 minutes or so, it seemed, before they got into the case. They could have, I know that was political, and I'm sure he's told to do that, but they could have said, hey, I really appreciate everybody here, but let's get to the case. I'll thank you later, or something like that. Very nice. Well, thank you. So anyway, so yeah, I want to do the 3 press conferences. A day or 2 or 3 ago, I discovered that, and the official title of the YouTube channel is Moscow Police PIO, and they opened the account. I don't quite understand a YouTube account and a YouTube channel. I thought I had one, but it seems like I have the second thing floating around. But anyway, they set up, I think it's called channel, December 5th. And they did their first video December 6th. And since yesterday, I'm not super up to date, but yesterday or the day before, they had 6 videos in 8 days. So they're roughly going to do one a day, or, so far they have. It doesn't say that we're going to try to put out something once a day. But again, I got their permission to show that. Now, the first 6 videos are less than 20 minutes, all 6 of them together. So again, I want to show those in totality. I've seen the most 2 recent. The second most recent, I didn't know where it came from. The first most recent, I was like, wait, I got to find this YouTube page. And so I went to it. So anyway, there's a lot of stuff I'm doing. I did 3 streams today, 2 TikToks and 1 Twitter. I feel way more comfortable in Twitter. Plus I have restrictions here. I only can do 20 hours a month, and that's why I can't do a 3-hour session. Can't do a 2-hour session. If I upgrade, which I'll have to upgrade, then I can have, I think it's called unlimited, I think, but not yet. And then I can only send to 1 destination, and boy, I've got a ton of destinations. I don't know how to download destinations, but I've already downloaded 6 of them. So it's 1, 3, and 8, and I can't afford the 3rd. I can't pay that, so I can't think about 8. And for me, it'll be hard to pick the 3 of the 6, I think I have 7. I don't know what number I said, but I think I have 7. So I have to pick 3 of the 4, and I want to pick different ones, but I probably will always pick YouTube for some reason, and then Twitter probably second, and then the 3rd one, I don't know. There's 2 different versions of Facebook. There's 2 different versions of LinkedIn. And then Twitch, I have an account everywhere, but in Twitch, I have no idea what to do. So anyway, hopefully I'll, shift them out and try to figure out the market. I'm not going to misrepresent myself with anybody. As you all know, I'm disabled. I'm a person with disabilities, primarily invisible disabilities. I don't work. I'm on a fixed income. I have no discretionary money. I think the common start point is YouTube for everybody. Yeah. It seems like there's, because Streamyard I'm still learning the difference between the 2. I generally know the difference, but I get mad that I can write something in YouTube and save it, and then I have to rewrite it. Anyway, those are the kind of things of like, I don't understand. So yeah, I think everybody starts with YouTube. I'm not big. I'm not huge. I'm small potatoes, but even though I'm small potatoes, I'm pretty established on Twitter, way more than here. And I don't care. I wanted to get to 1,000 subscribers so that I could go live. And I think that used to be the rule, but then it's like, oh no, you can have zeros. And so I just started live streaming. So there's not as much urgency. I mean, I'm sure I'll never get to 1,000, which is fine. I just wanted to go live. So anyway, yeah, this is slow and steady. And I know. I don't give people warning. I'm too impulsive. I'm like, God, I got to go live. And, I'm not fretting, but it's just, I'm calmly doing research. And then it's like, I better go live. So, I understand why it's low. I don't have many subs, but I do thank all the subscribers. I really appreciate that very much. And of course, I'm going to try to take those commercial breaks or promotions and stuff, but I just want to thank the live streamers. I really appreciate the live streamers. I love comments. I tend to get off topic, and comments can kind of keep me on topic. And I'll read the topic, and whether it's a question or not, I'm going to respond to it. And the statement might say something, and then I start talking about something else, and they're like, what? How's that? What's that got to do with my comment? So I can do that. I can get thoughts and stuff. But anyway, getting back to the what I plan to do on StreamYard, YouTube, and I'm gearing in that direction on TikTok and Twitter. Again, I want to do the 3 press conferences. I would like that to be a deep dive. I've never used that phrase in my life, but I guess that's a common. So I'd like to do a pretty comprehensive, again, not ragging on them, although I'm sure I'll mention things about why are they thanking, why are they talking for 10 minutes about thanking everybody? I know it's political. They won't work unless you thank them, that kind of stuff, but it's too bad they did that. And who knows why so many people were impatient with them and yelled at them, but I bet that was a huge part. It seemed insensitive to the 4 victims. Okay, so anyway, but I want to do those. I want to do the brand new YouTube page. I want to do the 6 current videos, which are less than 19 minutes, and then every future video, and then the hardest thing for me to get involved with is I need perfection, and I need it organized so I can remember stuff. But the City of Moscow Police Department Facebook page and all their updates. And I have a startup. I always have pages that open when I start up on my laptop, and I've erased 5 so I could add 5 more, or lots more. I probably have 9 or 10 that open when I, and that Facebook comes up. So I try to check it 10, 12, 15 times a day to make sure I catch it current. Now I have it seems authorities do intentionally. Oh, wait. I think the common start point is YouTube for everybody. It seems authorities do intentionally. If they're applauding and thanking themselves, they hope the public follows suit. Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Whatever that's called, they mimic. They show a behavior and they hope we can mimic the behavior. So yeah, that might be true. And that's a great point. I'm always, again, I consider myself like the Terminator, and I'm always scanning things and thinking about them and evaluating, and my synapses aren't connecting, but I'm not nearly as smart as the robot. I know he's not human, or he's a hybrid. I don't know. It doesn't matter what he is, but anyway, that's what I do. So, I'm analyzing it, and I was like, okay, that's been 30 seconds of thinking, and that's been 2.5 minutes of thinking, and that's, whoa, golly, why are they going into 6 minutes of thinking? And yes. It seems authorities do intentionally thank each other. If they're applauding and thanking themselves, they hope the public follow suit. Yeah, that's probably right. I think in all situations, they ought to be aware of how that can be perceived, but especially in this situation. It's a horrible tragedy. It's 4 young adults, 2 20-year-olds, two 21-year-olds, all college kids, adults, young adults, And, you know, especially for that, you could do kind of a summary. You can say, hi, I'm the police. And each person that speaks could do it, which each person that spoke thanked multiple people. And I want to watch it again so I can, you know, refresh my memory. But everybody can do it each time they walk up to the mic. But it could be a, hey, thank you very much. I appreciate all the help I'm getting so far. Or not I, you know, the Moscow Police Department and then the Illinois State Police can say that. And then the FBI hasn't talked yet. They probably won't talk. But it's okay to do that. But woo, and I might be a minority, but I've heard some comments of like, yes, that pissed me off so much. And not, I hate, you know, I hate words like pissed off and being angry and stuff. We're usually something else. We're hurt, or, you know, there's other, you know, there's a ton, you know, that, I went to treatment and there's that, you know, what feeling are you feeling? And we had to point to the chart because I feel like shit, you know, and there was like, no, you got to get closer. What do you feel like? Well, I'm pissed as hell. And they're like, no, all men are pissed. You got it, you know. So anyway, so, and then, the police updates, you know, I'm kind of up to speed. I have this chart of how many, you know, Illinois State Police and how many, you know, I have a chart of that. Now, one thing I think I'm 100% right about this, but I won't be able to verify it, I don't think. But I'm pretty certain that I have seen updates, printed up updates, and, you know, they're filed away and I haven't processed them totally. And then later, a previous update was edited. And I'm pretty certain about that. And that's bizarre. It seems like an update ought to be static, or is that the right word? You know, it should be, this is what they're issuing right now, and that should stay the same, and then it can be updated and stuff. So I think I've noticed like 3 or 4 times, and I'm like, wait, I know that was there before, and it's not there now. Our numbers change. And I was like, that's weird. Why'd they do that? You can just give an update and, you know, not have to change. But anyway, I don't think I'll be able to. I mean, I might be able to verify. I don't know, whatever. But anyway, today, I was watching some streams and they were talking about the white Elantra Hyundai. By the way, Hyundai, the American version of the pronunciation of Hyundai, the American version. The English version of Hyundai is Hyundai. It rhymes with Sunday. I do know over in, I don't know where it is, Korea or, you know, I feel the same way. They shouldn't change anything. Chain of evidence is important. Yeah, and again, I wish I'm OCD enough to, it seems like I get that, but I wish I did. And alleged, I don't know, you know, you said it's pretty late and I'm going to, you know, probably pop you up here if you want to come up here, but I want to talk a little bit about some of the stuff. And, you know, I just wanted to say that I'm not feeling any pressure or anything. So, and you can pass and stuff and you can go. I know you said it's pretty late. So, and it is late. It's 12:29. So, we're 23 minutes. I originally wanted to do an hour. Maybe I'll do, you know, an hour and a half, or I would like to hit an hour, but so they were talking about the white Hyundai Elantra, the 2011 to 2013. And they said something, and I'm like, oh God, I got to look that up. So I looked it up, and I'm like, yeah, I thought they were wrong on that. And, you know, I always have to correct that everything, but I didn't. I didn't type it into I just let it go. And I mean, you know, when I first started watching, I corrected everything, and then everybody was like, boy, you're a dick. Who are you? You're new. What WTF? You know, so I was like, I'm sorry, I'm intense. And, you know, and they're like, that's, you know, stop, you know, why are you doing that? So anyway, I think I've lightened up a lot so I can see, you know, I respond to 1 out of the 10 things. So anyway, and then I started going, well, what, you know, so the original announcement for the white Elantra was on the 7th, December 7th. And then I went, well, let's look. So I looked from the 7th forward. And it was on the 8th and the 9th and the 10th and the 11th. They didn't have an update, and it was on the 12th. And 13th, I just printed up. I didn't, highlight it. I have to do a lot of things to these things before it sinks in. And so I was like, well, I better scan it now. So I scanned 12/13, the update directly from their Facebook page. Directly. I select, I want to, like cut and paste. I select it all and I print it all. Everything. The repeat of phone numbers and I print up everything, or so I thought. But I did print up everything from Facebook. So I printed it up, scanned it, no mention of the Hyundai. And I'm like, oh my goodness, are they trying to, and I'm impulsive and I jumped, I was like, does that mean, oh golly, I don't want to say it. Does that mean they have found the car? Why did they? Oh, I can't do panel tonight. That's cool. I'm feeling quite sleepy. But as a suggestion for future cases, screen record every news report and screen capture all reports. This way you have the original. Cool. I'm not really sure. I mean, my desktop and laptop 15 years ago, I could do shift and then screen, I have no idea what screen record means and screen capture means. I could probably do something off of my phone, but that's too small. I have to read on. Anyway, thank you. I'll try to do something. And I'm up to date. So I'm printing things, within a couple hours of it being released. I would like to find, anyway, when I'm in these streams watching, I know there's 500 viewers and there's a bunch of sleuths around there. And, they know the update's coming out, And then one of the comments just says, the update just dropped or the update just happened. And I'm like, where? And so I do my research and I can't find it. And, Facebook, again, none of their stuff very few of their stuff has time. And I think time is mandatory. Again, by the way, thank you for all the live streamers, live viewers. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the recorded viewers. I really appreciate it. Feel free to send comments and questions. Oh, I could do a panel. Let me do a banner. Let's see. I'm going to go overboard. So I'm going to put a trigger warning anyway. I mean, I think, I'm going to just put that anyway. So that's the first one I wrote. I haven't edited. I mean, I had trigger warning anyway, blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to put that there. And there's something else I didn't do. Let's see here. I'm going to show your comment allegedly. I don't think I did that the last time. And I might talk while it's up there. I hope you don't mind it being up there for an extended period of time. And I just quickly decided which one I wanted to put up, but I think that was the one I liked the best. Anyway, I don't mean to judge. So, anyway, I'm current. I'm trying to print it up. So anyway, I was like, OMG, does this mean that if you have a Windows operating system, hold Windows key, Alt and R, and it'll bring up screen recording option, print screen to screen capture news reports. Wow. Now, thank you. And that would make sense later when I'm off the screen and I'm reading that and it's printed up. So I don't know if you can send that to my Twitter. I don't know if you're on Twitter, and I think my DMs are open, and that's small enough to be one tweet. But yeah, I would love. I mean, anyway, thank you very much. And I'll read it again, even though a short-term memory shot. If you have a Windows operating system, hold Windows key, Alt and R, and it'll bring up screen recording option. Print screen to screen capture news report. Now, I like I said, if that's written and I can find that out and try it, I usually always run into problems. My laptop is too old, or the operating system is too old, or usually it's like, oh, we cannot do that feature because of something. No problem. Hit print screen now and you can save it. Well, I guess I could try. I'll try to do it right now. So in 3, 2, 1, I just hit print screen. I have no idea where that goes. I don't know where I can find it. And you don't have to describe that part. But are you on Twitter? Is that something you can send through and I don't I think my DMs are open, but I don't, as you can tell, or you're beginning to tell, I'm kind of an open book. So I welcome all tweets to me, without being in DMs. They don't have to hide unless you want to hide. You're on it. I don't know if you know my handle, but it's that. And I'm going to have that as a streamer. NASC Inc., NASC, the first four letters of NASCAR, Hart, my last name, HART, and then Inc. for incorporated. NASC Inc. So anyway, I don't know if you can cut. I hate typing and I hate retyping. So I would feel for you if you had to retype all that, but that's a perfect description. I love it. So I don't know if you can cut and paste that. I hate retyping. I hate typing, but I really hate retyping. So, okay. So, anyway, so they were talking about the white. So I was like, that means, what's that mean? So I did a TikTok about it and I did a Twitter about it. And I was pretty excited, but I was trying to say, I don't know what this means. I have no idea what this means. And I was, getting just a couple of comments because I did a shorter stream. And TikTok, I can't go live. That's recorded. So I'll have no comments. Until it's posted. So I thought that was pretty wild. Now, in Twitter, someone wrote later, they said, oh, and I said something about, I hope I read this right, but I skimmed it pretty, I'm OCD. I did, so someone said, hey, and they weren't trying to be a jerk, but they said, hey, you overlooked it. It is there. And I went, there's no fucking way. So I scanned what I had, which was the complete update from the Facebook, no links in it. There's nothing additional. There's nothing additional in that at all. So I scanned it. No white, and again, the previous 5 days or however many days, it was in the body. It was in the main same place. Suddenly, it disappeared, and so it says to see this update and all updates, click here, and so you click on it, and then you go. I think it's the website of City of Moscow, Idaho. So I went there and I'm like, navigating a new window is really stressful for me, but because I have to do it comprehensively. I scroll all the way up. I scroll all the way down. I scroll all the way left. I scroll all the way right. And I have to get the whole, and then I work in. But, I saw these things and it was listed and it was like, the most recent dates, excluding they didn't, I'm pretty sure they didn't have an update on the 14th. So, the most recent date was the 13th. So I clicked on it and it was enormous. It was like 6 pages or 8 pages or 10 pages. And I'm like, what the F? That's not the update. So I can get bogged down by comparing word to word to word to word. And it's the death of me when I do that. So I tried to do the first word of the paragraph and then just keep doing that. So I went through the whole thing and I went, wow, that's what I've had. And then suddenly it said, and our previous updates included, which is kind of quoting previous updates because that's what it says. But from previous updates, we are including, and bam, the first paragraph was the car. And I'm like, why can't, and I just impulsively, it looked squirrel. So, I sometimes impulsively critique something or criticize something, but I'm like, why can't the December 13th update on the Facebook be the exact same thing as the 12/13 update on the website? It makes sense, but I guess, I don't know if it says it out on the top of their page, but it might say these are bullet updates and they're summaries and they don't include everything. If you want everything, go to the city website. So, anyway, that was something. So, let me see. I do believe the crowd is a little low right now. So let me go through my intro stuff. This is my fourth StreamYard. I'm probably testing tonight, but I will always be testing. So I'll probably always I haven't tried this yet. Does anybody know how to do it? Which is scary for me to ask because it's not super easy to ask for help, but that's not the problem. I can always ask for help. the problem is what just happened with allegedly, and I do apologize, but you know, my glasses, my eyes glaze over rather quickly, and I'm like, no, I can understand the first and second step, but I can't, yeah, it's too much, you know. But anyway, I'll always be testing. Thank you, mods. Anyway, I wanted to thank my mods. I have 2 over in YouTube, and it transferred into here. On my screen, it doesn't show the blue wrench, but I do want to thank my mods. Thank you very much. Please follow me on TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. You can usually find me, JoeHart ADA or JoeHart PwDs. I will list them later. I usually promote myself a lot. But again, thank you to the live viewers. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the comments, and thank you for the recorded viewers. So very much. And some of the things I probably don't need to say yet, but I am new to crime sleuthing. This is my second case. The first case was the Boston Marathon bombing, which was in 2013. It happened on a particular date. My short-term and long-term memory is gone, but it happened on a certain date. 2 brothers built something. I already found you on Twitter and sent a screenshot for you. Well, thank you. A screenshot of that instruction if you have a Windows operating system. Thank you very much, allegedly. I appreciate that. Is it okay if I follow you? Oh, I'm sorry. When I ask people to follow me on my Twitter account, I actually have 3 accounts, and the main one is the NASCAR Inc. I don't want to get it political, so I don't want to. But anyway, there was one person on Twitter that lost a bunch of Russian bots. They lost about 20 million Russian bots out of their 80 million followers. That affected me. I didn't know I had those bots, but I lost 15,000 of them. Anyway, for me to be able to follow people, I need my followers and followings to be close. I think it's with 1,000, but now it's way different. So I need 15,000 followers before I can follow anyone. Anyway, when people follow me, I often jump over into one of the other 2 accounts, mainly one, and I follow you in that account. So a lot of times people get that and they're like, who's this? And then they either just follow me, which is fine. You can follow me on all 3 accounts, but it's really the NASCAR Inc. So I already found you on Twitter and sent the screenshot for you. Thanks. Absolutely. All my links are listed in my community tab here on YouTube. Feel free to add me and I'll add back. Cool. Thank you. But I hope you understood what I just described. I want people to follow NASCAR Inc. and I can't follow you back. I have to do it on another. So it won't be that I don't have to remember his handle because he'll follow me and then I can just follow right back. So the one I follow you with is not the one I want you to follow. You can, and it's great. But anyway, so I was saying Terminator and comments. You know, I really like comments. I read them all. I usually respond to all of them, even if it's not a question. I might get off on the tangent. I might get way behind on comments, and I'm going to try to streamline that, but I don't think that will ever change. But I would like to streamline that because I don't like missing people when they leave. And so people are like, oh, golly, I just have to leave, you know, and I understand people have lives. And so please leave anytime you want. But I'll probably ultimately start saying goodbye to people in advance, you know, just so I don't like to miss them. So that's kind of how comments work. Thank you, mods. Thank you, love views. And that's it. So yeah, I guess there's, you know, some of the things that I'm going to probably shortly try to learn how to do is I don't know. I mean, I've seen people do polls and polls sound pretty cool, but I have no idea where to find polls. I've clicked around a little bit, and none of it makes it, you know, I don't see a link, you know, whatever, you know, when you click on banners, you know, the choices there, none of them clearly say polls. But so that's probably the first thing I want to learn is do a poll, just do a standard. What's this last thing here? That's the cinema layout. But anyway, I want to learn polls, and I want to share anything and everything. So I'm scared. I'm really nervous. I'm really anxious about being able to properly. And I'm assuming the people that share things in here, they're on a laptop or desktop. Usually, it says you can do StreamYard. You can host a StreamYard on devices, but it might take me a few days to do that. But I assume someone's on a desktop laptop and they're looking at the StreamYard stream, and then they say, hey, I want it. And they go to another link and they click on, I want to share this. And somehow it automatically, will you let me up to talk to you? Yeah, for sure. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I thought that was allegedly. I don't know if I don't recognize your name. I don't know if you've ever been in my stream. I'm pretty new to StreamYard. I'm rather strict. Most of my followers, if you're referring to StreamYard, you should have received an email when you signed up. The basic tutorial explains everything. And I've gone through a fair amount of the tutorial. I just haven't found, and there's 500 pages, or it seems to me there's 500 pages of help. So I get overwhelmed and stuff, but I've spent 4 hours, 5 hours reading StreamYard stuff and printed up 8 pages because I can't remember. So anyway, so American Outlaw, it's hard to say. There is one stream that I was involved with, that I used to be involved with a lot, and most of my followers have come from that stream. So if you happen to mention that stream, then, from me not knowing you at all would instantly jump up to like, hey, cool, at least I know them 20%. They have a video tutorial. I am off to sleep, JoeHart. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks, allegedly. Take care. I'll see you around. So yeah, I'm sorry I keep prefacing American Outlaw TV. I'm do you know me from anywhere? I'm on a lot of platforms. I'm unaware of this title, but there might be other titles besides American Outlaw TV. I was going to try to keep this fairly short, which that word doesn't exist in my vocabulary. I always do 2 hours, 3 hours, that kind of stuff. I wanted to shoot for 30 minutes. I missed that, but I hope to end before an hour. And I don't know if you wrote that while I was saying, I don't know how to do polls. So I don't know if you're trying to teach me how to do polls, but, I'm real strict. I like people to be appropriate, not cuss too much, don't just be appropriate. And I don't have a list of my rules yet, but I have a ton here. No, I was about to bring 50 people with me and grow your channel. Well, that's cool. I am sorry that I'm new to StreamYard. That sounds like a very convenient thing to say. I don't know if you know about the Idaho 4, the 4 gruesome murders on the campus of Idaho University. That's generally what I'm going to be focusing on. I'm trying to get away from allegedlys and speculations. All you got to do is say the word. Okay. I'll give it a shot. I do want to let you know, I'm just really strict. I don't know how to describe it. I'm intense. I'm disabled. I don't like people talking for 20 minutes, and I don't like it to be off topic. And again, my channel is not going to grow. I understand that. So anyway, I'm pretty intense. So let me see here. I will go to invite. I'm new to all of this. I usually talk myself through it. I usually count down, and I'm going to hit copy in 3, 2, 1. I got copy, and it says copied. And so I will now give it. And by the way, welcome to all the live streamers and the reported, the others. So let's see here. Here's paste, and I will click enter in 3, 2, 1. It shows on my camera now, and my page now. So yeah, American Outlaw, you can come up. And, I have the prerogative to do anything at any moment. I just don't know you. And that's my issue. I don't trust anybody, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I do want to, I would like to end by 60 minutes. So that's in, 15 minutes and 30 seconds. And it takes me 45 minutes to say goodbye. So, and I've streamlined that, but, anyway, lots of things going on in my head and my streams, but I'm trying to focus on Idaho 4. there's not a lot of information's coming out. That's why I'm trying to go back to the basics. And I guess let me know if that link works. I don't see you. So I'm thinking maybe the link didn't work, or you had to get ready before you clicked in, or whatever. And I guess you're supposed to, I don't care if people are on the screen or not. I'm usually always on the screen, but you can choose whatever you want. I guess all the people that are off screen, they said, well, at least show me yourself when you get here. So it's not a peen picture. So anyway, there's that kind of stuff. So anyway, the things I hope to focus on. Oh yeah, we're not getting much new information. I don't want the speculation. And there are so many people involved in this that are getting shouted out. And I did it the last 3 weeks. I've been shouting out people and being passionate and being pissed off. And these people are their life is being threatened, and they're closing their social media accounts, and they're getting, they disconnect their phone number. We don't know who the killer is, and we're not getting enough information. And we don't even know if the FBI and the Moscow Police Department and the Idaho. I live in Illinois, so I will probably say Illinois a lot, but I really only mean, okay, so I see American Outlaw TV. If you could just show me your face, just so, so I know it's, whatever. And then you can go back to, I better be staring at it in case you do it for 2 seconds. But if that's okay, I guess I'd understand if you don't want to do that. It won't be the end of the world. Except I don't know YouTube's rules, but most things don't really offend me. Okay. Hey, AOTV. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, let me, I'll bring you up, and I hope my static in my head kind of made sense to you of how I like to do things. I'm brand new. This is my 4th one. So I'm trying to keep it brief. I talk too much. Okay. Add to screen in 3, 2, 1. Hello, AOTV. How are you?
This is your 4th?
This is my 4th. I'm a slow learner, so I'm still taking a while to get up and running.
What did you come in for? Just asking and just trying to get to meet you.
I'm sorry. What was?
Claus?
Yeah, like, a lot of people accuse
me. Santa Claus, bro.
Well, thanks. You're the first person to ever tell me that. So, anyway, like I said, I like to stay on topic and all that kind of stuff. But what I'm going to generally try to do with people that come up on panel is I would like to offer to them, if they wanted to do a 1 or 2 minute intro, and it can be about anything, and your links and your mission and cause and what you're doing, like whatever. And I also do like to warn people, I don't want people to divulge too much information. This is the open internet. Anybody can be watching. So I think safety is all important. So AOTV, would you like to give an intro?
No, man, I just thank you for having me. And I told you I'd bring 50 people, so I got to send that link, but they'll be here.
Cool, man. Thanks. So do you live stream? Is that why you would have the effect over 50 people?
Everything I do is brought by the bird's nest.
Is the what? I didn't hear those last 2 words. The what nest?
All right. I'm going to put the link in. Give me 1 second so we can bring some people over here.
Yeah, sure. You do that, and I'll keep talking and stuff. But yeah, so anyway, I'm hoping to focus on, my future streams, my Twitter.
Hey, you do your thing, bro.
Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You said you want to do some shit on the Idaho murders or something like that?
That's what I would like to focus on solely.
Are you in Idaho?
I am not. I'm in Vermont.
Okay.
But like I said, if you're, I was talking because I thought you said you needed to drop the link and stuff. But again, I don't know if you wanted to, what was that your intro of just saying it's nice that you let me come up here? Was that it?
I'm on. Hold on 1 second. I'm on.
Your microphone is kind of echoey, or it's dropping out a little bit. So I don't know.
How about that?
That sounds a little better, but I would have to figure it out over 5 sentences instead of 1. So yeah, that's cool. Are you aware of the Idaho 4, the murders?
I'm very aware of it. Yes.
Would you be described as a pseudo crime sleuther? Or are you trying to like dig deep into it? I'm not sure if you can hear me.
Hold on 1 second. I'm looking for your link. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. Yeah, sure. So you do that and I'll talk. And I usually don't like when people interrupt and stuff. So just let me know when you're ready to come back and stuff. So anyway, yeah, I hope to get away from speculations and allegedlys and all that. And that's all we can do because there's not enough information. But I would like to get back to the basics. I would like to someday, really soon, show all 3 press conferences, hopefully in one stream. And it would, it's 20-something minutes, 30-something minutes, 20-something minutes, something like that. So it would be a pretty long stream, but I'd like to do that. And not really to critique them. They certainly had some missteps, but I just want to get back to the basics of let's don't guess where the dog was and guess if, all these players are guilty or not. Let's start with the basics. We can branch out for them. And then also Moscow Police, PIO. Oh, man. See ya. Oh, maybe you're trying to fix your microphone or drop that link or whatever you're doing. Feel free to do what you need. It's okay if you don't come back. And whatever you want to do, American Outlaw. So, and yeah, and let me hide that. Can I click on it? Where is that? Seems authorities hide. So, okay, I guess I'm gonna I'm gonna promote and stuff. So let's see. My talk. Sorry if you hear the clicking, but it's kind of quiet in here. So I'm and I expect that. I'm small potatoes. I'm brand new to this, and I'm I always think I want to do testing when people are not around. And this is it. So anyway, I'm going to say, please follow me. And let's see here. I'm going to show that just for the heck of it. Just for now. So it says, please follow my TikTok at JoeHart35 and Twitter at NASCHart Inc. And that is NASC, N-A-S-C, the first 4 letters of NASCAR, Hart, my last name, H-A-R-T, and Inc. for incorporated, NASCHart Inc. And I'd really appreciate you following me that. I can't follow people currently on that account. So if you follow me, I have 2 other accounts. I'll follow you from that one probably. So anyway, so Moscow, this is the title of the YouTube channel, Moscow Police PIO. They just set up a brand new channel, I think it's called, on December 5th. And their first video was December 6th. And as of yesterday, or I know currently, but let me think about from yesterday, they had done 6 videos in 8 days. So it sounds like about 1 a day, at least to start off. They don't say that in their description. What is that? Okay. Now see what's in the. So anyway, I got in touch with them and I was like, hey, can I share all that? And they're like, yeah, it's public information. You can share it. So anyway, the 6 videos are like less than 20 minutes. It's 19 minutes and such. So I'll probably, again, do that in one stream, and I haven't seen the first 4. I have seen the last 2. But probably by the time I do it, I will have seen all of them. But yeah, 19 minutes for 6 videos. That's, you know, it's one something, one something, one something, one something, and then a pretty big one, like 6 minutes, and then 6 minutes, you know. So anyway, so I hope to do that. And then also, so the press conferences, the YouTube, that's a brand new YouTube channel. And then the the police updates, I guess, is the most general way to talk about it. You know, that's from the Facebook. All this is in the description. I don't know if those links work. If anybody tries the links and whether they work or not, if you can let me know that the links work. I don't know if I have to add a space at the add a space at the end so it becomes a link, or I know like in Twitter, or anyway, just let me know if they work. So yeah, the updates that I look for is from the City of Moscow Police Department on Facebook. And I got really involved with them about a week ago, and then I went back to day one and printed them all up, and I'm trying to organize them so that all the dog comments are together and all the surviving housemates are all together, and I'm trying to get all that together. And that's taking time, like everything. But anyway, we're at 56:07, and I probably would like to try to end exactly at an hour, so that people that do want to watch the recording, which I don't understand people watching a recording, but if they want to, I would like to not dominate their time so much. And so American Outlaw, I don't know if you're still here or if you needed to do something and you left and came back, or, you know, I'm not sure, but I think I might bail. You know, it's great that you could bring me 50 people. You know, that'd be great. And I'd appreciate it. You know, it's not the end of the world. So anyway, let me just look. I like I said at the beginning, I have to write things down. I don't remember them. So it's almost like I'm reading a script. You know, that's the way I do it. I hope it doesn't upset anybody. So anyway, to end the stream, I like to do a lot of the stuff I did at the beginning. But as always, I like to say thoughts and prayers about the victims, families, loved ones, friends, you know, the community, the college, the county, Lata, the city, Moscow, Idaho, the state, Idaho, you know, and the law enforcement, Moscow Police Department, the FBI based out of St. Louis, Salt Lake City, Utah, and other parts, West Virginia and other places. And then the Idaho State Police. So a lot of prayers for them. I think I'm going to start, I don't know how I feel about this yet, but I'm going to start naming the victims. I don't know if that's a good idea. I'd love to get some feedback on it, maybe after I do it. But anyway, as I'm, hello for all the live viewers and the recorded viewers. And if you want to write any comments, but I'm trying to get, toward the end here, this is kind of my goodbyes. But anyway, I want to mention the victims. I'm not staring at their names, so I don't mean any disrespect by messing them up. I think it's Kaylee Gonzalez, Maddie Mogan, Xana Cornoto, and Ethan Chapin. And anyway, I think it's important to name them. I'll figure that out later if people don't like that or you're not supposed to, or things. But yeah, thank you to the mods, the live viewers, the comments, the recorded viewers. I appreciate all of y'all. I really appreciate it. And then the follow, you know, I don't think I'll have that kind of comment up a lot because I usually get a lot of comments. This was pretty late at night. I didn't give much notice, but anyway, you know, so I don't know. It's 59 minutes and 2 seconds, and I'm going to try to, I'm OCD, so I'm going to try to end exactly at 60 minutes. I don't know why that's so important, but again, last night's stream was for 3 hours. The previous two something. So I usually talk too much and get off topic. I'm trying to get realigned to what's really important. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I don't know if the person, you know, if any of the people watching live, if you want to put a comment or say thank you or any of that kind of stuff. I mean, you don't have to say thank you, but I always just like to know, hey, who's in the room right now? So anyway, JoeHart from Vermont. I'm a person with disabilities, primarily invisible disabilities. I'm an advocate mainly, mostly self-advocacy because I'm selfish, but I also advocate for anybody that asks for help for IEPs and things like that. So anyway, I'm going to see you later, and thank you very much. And sorry that didn't work out, American Outlaw TV. Thank you very much. See y'all.